Yeah, back on the project, we went and got ourselves a battery. This battery is a 51 RS, and I believe they come in a 51R as well. Don't know the difference between the R and the S, probably just orientation of the posts, but this battery will work fine. And I had to get this. I believe this battery normally fits in a Miata MX-5, and the thing is, it's narrow and tall, and it needs to be narrow to fit in the TC battery box. So it's an AC Delco. It's not Lucas, but oh well, maybe we'll put some Lucas stickers on it. But we get the battery, we can stick it in there, we can run some wires, and at some point we could hook up the ignition and the starter and put a little fuel to it and see if we can get the engine to turn the transmission, to turn the drive shaft, to turn the back wheels, so we know that it'll move under its own power. We also made a trip to the muffler shop with our exhaust pipe, and we're waiting on a call. So we made a trip to the muffler shop. Sometimes you just got to go and see a professional. Some things are just beyond your sphere of work. So they made us a pipe. Not bad looking, really. Pretty close to the same shape as the other one. Got the little flared mouth there. We got our flange on there. You know, some time ago we picked up this piece, and this piece goes in here like so. Now ours doesn't quite fit down in there. I really don't understand the point of that, although I would guess that in an original system this probably protected the pipe from getting burned out there on the flange. I think that's probably what that was for. Not sure, but I'm guessing, and I'm just guessing, that we really don't need that. We've got a gasket that will go on there. I've got to get one of those, and I think when we draw that up tight, this surface ought to seal against that manifold. The manifold is flat on the bottom, so we'll see. We'll give it a try, but this will help us install the rest of our exhaust system. And I think at this end what I'm going to do is figure out where my finger is get a piece of flexible coupling, not a piece of flexible tubing, but to actually make flexible couplings, and we'll put that here between here and the rest of the system, so as the engine shakes around, it doesn't shake the rest of the system. And I think the original system had a flexible coupling in it, so you know, good for us. $30 wasn't bad, better than trying to figure it out myself, and we'll move on. Spend a little more time on this running board, and I know it's been pointed out that this running board more than likely is not correct for this car, but it's what I have at the moment, and I'm just going to have to make the best of it. We'll keep an eye out for the proper boards. I can see down here that this running board is deeper on the outside edge than the fender. I'm sure that's not right. And what I've been told is that the other running board, the right one, has more of a curve to it to flow from the fender back. I don't think we've upset anything by using this running board, other than the fact that it's not the right one, but we got it fitted in there. I've got the welting in place back in there, up in between the fender and the body, and I've just kind of taped this off. Now I made these aluminum strips to go on the running board to dress them up a little bit, and I'm just taking a little bit of steel wool and clean them up a little bit, and I just put some tape there so I don't steel wool the paint on the running board at the same time. But you know, it'll look okay, and you know, when we get to the concours, we'll have to distract the judge when he looks at the running boards, I guess. I don't know. You know, what we're really trying to do here is, from the beginning, we had a pile of parts. So what we're trying to do is make a functional vehicle out of a pile of parts. And I think we've made pretty good progress. It's taken longer than I really wanted to spend on this project, but it's been an interesting project and a fun project, and we're getting closer to the end. So, you know, I appreciate the people watching that stayed with us, and hope they stick around to the end. And if you're new to this project, hit the subscribe button. We can always use more subscribers. Some of these guys have millions of subscribers. We have 1,200, and I thank every one of them. But we can always use more. And if you look in the analytics there, it's interesting. 90-some% of the people that watch the videos never subscribe. So I get it. Nobody wants to sign up for anything. But, you know, one thing about this is it's free. Doesn't cost anything. And it certainly helps the person that's making the videos. So, you know, if you're so inclined, hit that button and ride along with us. We dug out one of our fender markers, a little light here, and stuck it on there. So just another thing that we know where it goes, and we know we have it, and we know it fits, and it looks pretty good on there. It's starting to look like almost a real car. Nothing. I think with some pushing and prodding and a couple of extra sets of hands, I can get those holes to line up on that transmission tunnel. You really got to get the thing down into place, and I'm sure since it's been made, it's taken on a life of its own. But it definitely sits on top of the wood, and if I can get a couple of bolts started in there, I think I can get them all in all the way around. One thing I do notice is that it might be time to go ahead and put my firewall grommets in for all the various things that go up through the footplate there. We've got, I'm sure, tachometer cable and the speedometer cable and a wiring harness and a bunch of other stuff. There's at least 4 major holes I can see there that that need grommets in. Looks like there's a small one there probably for oil pressure. I think, yeah, oil pressure is probably mechanical, so maybe time to go ahead and put those grommets in. Oops. Oh, must be quitting time. The light's flashing.